I wanted to talk about a way that we can improve democracy here in Toronto, and that is by taking advantage of Ford's disaster cutting council in half. Now, he's saying it's about more efficient decision making, it's saving money, and it is neither of those things. It won't accomplish either of those things. That's why he hasn't provided any evidence for that. But what it is about is allowing developers to more easily have their way with a smaller, more manageable council. And I have serious problems with that. Well, here's one way we can take advantage of that. And it's why I'm okay with 25 councillors, because I've thought that for a long time actually. What we need to do is have 25 councillors that make decisions on city-wide proposals like massive capital investments in infrastructure like subways, major purchases like new ferries, subway trains, things like that, highway reconstruction, etc. But there's no reason why a councillor in Etobicoke should be making decisions about speed bumps and stop signs here in Riverdale, for example. What I think we need to do is replace those extra councillors with local trustees, the same way that we have trustees for school boards, but we can have them for the community councils, which we already have in Etobicoke, North York, East York, and downtown Scarborough. We can have 2 or 3 trustees. They work part-time. They're paid about $25,000 a year. In total, that's still less than those councillors that we've lost. But what it means is that we have more representatives working more locally to answer the questions that affect only local matters. And that makes them more accountable to the voters and to the people. And that does make decision-making more efficient, especially if the budget is tied to that. So the budgets for stop signs and certain street repairs and things like that are downloaded to those community councils, so that city council isn't wasting its time on these kinds of things, but the community council is more representative. That way we can take the things that Ford claimed, like saving money and expediency and decision making, and actually make that happen by having better representation, not worse representation. So these are the kinds of ideas I'm thinking about in terms of the democracy here in Toronto and the ways that we can improve our city and take advantage of the mess that Ford has made and turn it into a positive.